above or in the description. Hope you. So in this case, we have y equals x squared. Okay, so that graph is going to look something like this. Okay, now what is the axis symmetry? So in this case, the axis symmetry is at x equals 0. Okay, that is the axis symmetry. So now we need to understand, well, what is everything that's happening over here? So there's a lot of things that's going on, okay? So I'm actually just going to review everything that's happening here. We have this negative, okay, that's reflecting about the x-axis. Okay, so let's kind of look at something. If we took this graph and we reflected it about the x-axis, would that change the axis symmetry? No, right? That's not going to change the axis symmetry. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The next one is a 2. When you're multiplying by 2 on the outside, what is that doing? So that is going to be a vertical stretch. Okay, so when you're multiplying by a number that's larger than 1, forget the negative, the absolute value of it is larger than 1, that's going to be a vertical stretch. So again, look at this y equals x squared. If you stretch that graph or even compress the graph, doesn't really matter, does that change the axis symmetry? And the answer is no. So then let's go over to this example. What about 2? So that's going to be a vertical shift up 2. So again, look at this graph. If we shift this graph up 2 or down, doesn't really matter. If you shift that graph up or down, is that going to be moving this dashed line x equals 0? And the answer is no. So then we get to our final answer, which is actually what's happening here, is the plus 3. And what that's actually doing is shifting our graph left 3. Okay, so it's kind of like the opposite operation. If you think this is positive, then you're actually going to be moving to the left.